Tim Kaine, a Harvard Law graduate from Kansas City, Missouri, became a Richmond, Virginia resident, where he first ran for mayor. He was then elected lieutenant governor. In 2005, Kaine was elected governor of Virginia, facing the deepest recession since the 1980s. During his office, Virginia had the lowest rate of unemployment, but also he was there for the hard times. Tim Kaine helps people away from the things that divide them. He took his problem-solving abilities to the Senate. Today he is a part of the U.S. Senate, and now he has become a part of the Stronger Together campaign. We are conducting research on how, when, and where Tim Kaine was lying or deceiving us during the vice presidential debate.
The research question that Michaela and I proposed are, does Kaine reveal lies through verbal and nonverbal tells? And then the second one was, does Kaine conceal lies through verbal and nonverbal tells?
For our analysis, we looked at both verbal and nonverbal tells that Kaine portrayed during the vice presidential debate.
A verbal tell is when someone is trying to deceive you based on how they talk about a topic. For example, selective wording and stuttering are signs of verbal tells. A nonverbal tell is a way someone can deceive you by using facial expressions and body movements. For example, eye contact and raised eyebrows are signs of verbal tells.
Tim Kaine appeared to be very well prepared for the vice presidential debate, with well-scripted and informative answers, but a few lies and deception was noticeable to those who were looking closely. Kaine seemed to have a lot of control over his emotions, but seemed a little too excited. So, how did Kaine lie during the vice presidential debate?
One verbal tell from Kaine during the vice presidential debate was his interruptions over Mike Pence. Kaine interrupted Pence 72 times over the course of the hour-and-a-half long debate. Those interruptions also came with a raised voice to try to get his point across and to make his points seem like they are true even if they are not. The first time that Tim Kaine interrupted Mike Pence was when he said that Mike Pence loved Russia and that they said Vladimir Putin was a better leader than Obama. He goes on to further saying that they praised Vladimir Putin. Kaine then interrupts Pence again and says that Donald Trump didn't pay taxes and lost billions of dollars. Once Mike Pence insulted Hillary. Another verbal tell from Tim Kaine was his stuttering. Throughout the debate, Kaine stuttered multiple times. When he's stuttering, that could mean he's trying to come up with a story to tell the public that will enhance his answers to the questions that were asked during the debate. He had I, but, and these stutters. During the these stutters was when Mike Pence insulted Tim Kaine and Hillary Clinton's campaign and said it was insult-driven. One other verbal tell Tim Kaine had during the debate was the repetitions of his statements to make them seem true. The more he repeated it, the more he believed it. For example, Kaine repeated multiple times that Donald Trump puts himself first. Kaine also repeatedly asked Pence why Donald Trump wouldn't release his tax returns like he said that he would. He did this to make it known to the public that Donald Trump wouldn't release his tax returns, which would, in return, make Mike Pence look bad for supporting Donald Trump.
The first nonverbal tell would have been when Kaine continued to look down to try to remember his lines as if he had completely prepared a script. At one particular part, about a quarter of the way through the debate, Kaine reveals a micro-expression. He reveals a slight smile of amusement to Pence's comment and then hides it immediately. This shows us his actual emotions, meaning throughout he is hiding something from us. When Kaine wished to exaggerate, his eyebrows would move with his hands. You can see it here, where he talks about how special Farmville, Virginia is. As he exaggerates about stronger together, his hands open up as his eyebrows move up. Kaine seems to have one eyebrow move when sharing false information and both eyebrows when he is just exaggerating. Kaine's body language does not always match his words. He nods no when speaking yes. He does this throughout the debate. One time in particular is here when Kaine says he trusts Hillary Clinton. His head shakes no as if he doesn't completely agree with himself. He does this many times throughout. He nods yes while Pence accuses Kaine and Clinton of things, seeming to agree even though he doesn't. Most of these cues were repeated throughout the debate, but there were not very many either. Kaine seemed very truthful throughout, but possibly is trying to hide more information from us.
So is he being that truthful, or is he just that good at deceiving? In conclusion, we believe Tim Kaine is very good at concealing verbal and nonverbal tells in order to deceive viewers. He does not reveal very many cues.